What is up, guys? Yellow Gamer here, and today I am bringing you guys episode number 13 of my MLB 17 The Show 30 to 1 Rebuild series. For those of you who are new to this series, the 30 to 1 Rebuild series is a series where I rebuild each and every single team in the MLB, ranked 30th, ranked first, trying to make each and every single one of those teams either a championship contender or the actual championship winner. In the last episode, we did the Detroit Tigers, who were number 14. And here we are in the AL Central once again, this time obviously controlling the Kansas City Royals. So GM contracts, we turn those off because you never know what's going to happen. I don't want to get fired. Keep those two things on, do spring training. And now we are going to do our normal thing of taking a quick look at this roster to get an idea of what we are working with. When it comes to pitching, I'm not too impressed by this. Don't see it. Yeah, don't really see any prospects here either. So the pitching definitely needs some work. Luckily, Ohtani's always a free agent, so I'm hoping we can get him in there and have him be the ace for us pretty soon. Relieving wise, once again, not that impressed, but I do like Kelvin Herrera at closing pitcher. But still, the starting and relieving pitching could definitely be improved. Catcher Salvador Perez, obviously one of the better players in the league, and obviously one of the better players on the Royals. So I have no intention of getting rid of him. I'm happy to keep him as a catcher. Especially when catcher is kind of a position that's not too explosive, especially in the current MLB. There's not a whole lot of catchers that are really like killing the game. So when you have one that's doing really good like that, I have no intention of getting rid of him. Also a big fan of Hosmer. I know his contract ends after this year, and he might ask for a little bit of money, but I have every intention of re-signing him for hopefully about $10 to $15 million a year is probably what I'm looking at. Second base, Whit Merrifield, also a guy who I don't mind that much. Not super talented. We have this backup guy though, it's Raul Mendezi. Is that how you say his name? Raul Mendezi, who has some potential, so he'll probably pass him up at some point, but we can improve that position. Third base, I like Mike Moustakas. We have a top 50 prospect here as well, Hunter Dozier. I mean, I like Moustakas. That always could be improved though. But we'll just wait and see how that works out. Shortstop, I'll see is Escobar. I mean, the thing is, this team, and then the outfield I like a lot. I like Alex Gordon, I like Lorenzo Cain, and I like Jorge Soler. The primary thing is just finding. This is kind of the case nowadays with this team with teams I'm rebuilding, because we're kind of on the point where we're almost at the number one ranked team. We're getting closer at each and every episode, obviously. The majority of this team is pretty consistently good. Just they need some more star power, and I can definitely. I mean, the position players don't need to be improved that much, but if I get one more star player out there, that would help a lot. And definitely the pitching is the thing that needs the most work. So I'm going to do some scouting real quick. Obviously, I'm going to pick up some free agents like Ohtani and all those usual guys. So I'm going to figure all that out, and then I'm going to meet you guys once we get to the rookie draft. And hopefully we can get a few big name starting pitchers and things of that nature to, to hopefully build this farm system a little bit, because that pitching depth needs to be fixed. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, guys, we just got to the first year player draft. We're currently at a 22-32 record, so although this was a highly ranked team when we did it, when I look at the team on paper, it does seem like it's a little bit worse than it may appear. But we have the 14th pick in this draft, so we might be able to get something decent out of that. Out of people we scouted, we didn't get the best scouting class. I'll be straight up about that. Got a few 75s, a few 80s here for the 2020 ETA. Not crazy talented, but pretty solid players. For the more recent ETAs, all righties. These three guys, 75 potential, might not be that bad, but I'd rather wait a couple of years, get that 80 potential player down here. Same with the next pick if that guy's still available. I'd rather wait a couple of years for a little bit more talent, or a little bit more potential, you know what I mean? I think it's a worthwhile wait. Looks like that other 80 went though, but yeah, so we're gonna have to go with a we'll go with the 2018 prospect now with 75. We'll go with this Will Venter guy. Just so you guys know, the only people I scouted in this draft was pitchers, because it felt kind of obvious that the issue of this team was pitchers. I think in terms of the hitting, we just need some star hitters, and that usually can be corrected through free agency and things like that. I don't normally, for those of you who are new, I don't normally like to do a whole lot of trades to rebuild it. Now that I think about it, it's mainly draft and free agency for me. That's where I like to do a lot of my fixes. This is a pretty solid draft for us. We've got like, what was it, like 6 guys who look pretty damn good. This guy at 88, I like that a lot. Will Venner's already 70 overall. Got 80 potential. I like that. This guy's only got 79. I mean, that's still decent. I'll get him. He's got 82. That's also good. He's got 82. That's good. And then we got a reliever with 78. So although they're not like the craziest potentials, if you have two 82 overall players, 82 overall pitchers specifically, you could package those guys for something. I'm telling you, two 82 overall pitchers could get you an 86 overall pitcher, which could be a starter for you. So you just want to make sure that you stockpile however many assets you can get. You never know when they'll come in handy. As you see, we have Ohtani right here, doing all right there in AAA. Obviously, though, our major league team is struggling a little bit. But I mean, I'm sure our team will figure it out. So for right now, I'm just gonna sim once again to the end of the season. Usually in this first season, there's not a whole lot that we can do in terms of fixing the team. So once we get to the off season, we'll see how some of our players develop. See some other things we can hopefully do to improve the team a little bit, and hopefully get a few big name guys in free agency if there are any available. So I'll see you guys once we reach that point. Okay, guys, the season just ended. You see us finishing here with a 67-95 record. This is not 100% perfectly indicative of how we did, though. It was pretty solid for us in terms of how we did, and then like we were doing solid through the All-Star game through July. We were about 500 at this point. But check this out. In this month of August, we immediately started off by losing 7 in a row. Then it just felt like we kept on losing. This right here, we went on an 8-game losing streak, 9-game, 10-game losing streak. Then we win 1, and then we lose 7. So we went 1-17 in an 18-game stretch. Do you understand how awful that is? Like that's so tragically bad. The one benefit of all that, it looks like we'd have the 4th overall pick in the next year's rookie draft, and we're still not a bad team. So you better believe we'd probably get a solid blue chip prospect out of all this. So that's something to be excited about. So at least we have that to look forward to. Outside of that, though, and Ohtani went to an 84, so that's something to look forward to as well. Some more talent there. Fujinami's an 80 now, so that's always nice. He's developing pretty good, it looks like. Wasn't there a period of time where Ian Kinley was totally killing it? Yep, yeah, there was that season he went 21-4. I remember the very next season people were all up on him like he was going to be a stud. Even I was. I thought he was really good. I was like, damn, that was a good-ass season. He kind of fell off the map a little bit, didn't he? We got this rookie Mastrami. He looks to be getting a lot better. So now we have one solid reliever to rely on. Now this relieving core doesn't look nearly as bad. It puts this guy some development potential. Brian Flynn. So, yeah, I mean, you never know. But we probably want to get a few more guys there. Kelvin Herrera actually is declining at 27 years old. What? It's a bit odd. His potential's not even bad. It's not even in the C's, so that doesn't make sense. Hosmer, Salvador Perez, Yamada. We called him up. I remember doing that. It's already a 79 overall. Usually doesn't get that much higher than that, though, so I don't see a whole lot of development there. Franco, we got Escobar. How'd Franco do? Oh, you can't see his AAA stats. That sucks. Goran did pretty good for us. Looks like he had 297. And I like Jorge Soler went to, we went to an 82 overall. He's still developing really nicely, if you see that. Had a good season, too. I could see him being in the high 80 overalls. So he'd be a solid right fielder for us. Still, though, we'll sim the postseason to see whatever big things happen here. It appears the Orioles defeat the Dodgers in the World Series. Kind of an odd situation. Did not expect the Orioles to be a World Series champion within the first year. Beltran retires, Bartolo Colon, Ichiro. Okay. Ever since you guys told me that Bryce Harper retired that one time, I've seen Strasburg retire a couple of times. I've been very like particular about looking at those. But either way, I need to sign my coaches. I need to sign a few guys to contract, especially Hosmer, Ohtani, all these big names. And hopefully bring most of the squad back. I can definitely see some potential with a lot of these players. But then again, we need to save a little bit of money because we need a few more stars. So we'll see what we can do to try to best set up this team for success. And I'll see you guys once the open free agent market becomes available. Okay, guys, here we are on the open free agent market. We did have to make a few big decisions, though. I decided not to re-sign. The biggest name was we decided not to re-sign Moustakas. He was looking for $10 million a year, and if I'm just going to be honest with myself, he batted .233 last season. That's not really that far off par from what his career average is. And if I'm going to pay $10 million, I want a guy to be batting better than .240. I know that you guys are going to say he's a great fielder, and that's true. And he brings some other qualities to the team, but just not $10 million worth. Especially when in this game, you got to be very picky with money if you're going to try to rebuild a team. So sometimes you got to make those tough decisions. This is a guy I'll get, though. Look, he's 19 years old. B potential. Why the hell is this guy in the open market? This is like a guy I'd be stoked to have as a prospect. 19 years old, 75 overall. That's an awesome player to get. Any other guys like that I gotta be looking out for? Okay. I've never noticed this, that there's some... This is a common occurrence, that there's guys like this in the open market. You're fucking with me. Or did the game just glitch out? Because these are like pretty solid players that are prospects. I also didn't get what Merrifield back. Most of those were just salary related. The guys just chose not to resign. Just making a decision. Talent, does that talent translate to how much they're being paid? And most of the time the answer was no. So I decided not to get them back. Simple as that. Get Pedro Strop. I mean we could. Jake Harris only looking for $20 million a year, which is odd. I'm used to seeing him asking for more than that, but if it was $20 million a year, I would offer that to a guy like Arrieta, who I believe is a pretty damn good pitcher. And it would be the right building block that we need, because especially we need pitching. So be the right building block that we need there. Do we even have the money to do that? No, we don't. Any of those? It looked like one of those guys signed. Okay, yeah, the right fielder signed. Awesome. We don't have that type of money then. Let me look at our future budget. Let's see who's getting paid a lot. I did give Lorenzo Cain $9 million a year for 3 years. I didn't think that was necessarily overpaying. I mean, I don't know. It's a tough decision sometimes. This guy's getting overpaid. This reliever for $5 million a year. He's coming off the books pretty soon though, but we could trade him and open up that space right now. Same with Hamill if we wanted to. Those are the main guys. Let's see if I can package Hamill and Wood together, and I'll be back in just a second to see if that will give us enough space to sign a guy like Arrieta. Okay, guys, I did the trade, and we do have enough money to sign Arrieta. But right now, he's super interested in 3 teams: the Cubs, the Cardinals, and us. I did end up trading Wood and what's-his-face, and I traded them for... Okay, real quick, let's move Ohtani back to the MLB. What is he doing down there in AAA? For just some prospect pitcher that wasn't all that good. Like I said, it was just a cap clearing type of trade. It was worth it regardless. I also wouldn't mind trading Ian Kinley with that contract, but we can hold on to him. Hosmer getting $15 million a year is a lot of money, but I have faith in him. Place is only getting better. He's got talent. Excuse me, he's got talent. And once we start winning games, you can see that'll improve his morale, and he'll start being in the mid-90s overalls or low 90s, and that's a solid player. That's worth $50 million a year, I can tell you that much. And no, Arrieta actually did sign to us, which was weird, because we were 3rd on his list. Oh, that third baseman didn't sign with us, that one really young one. Okay, so we got Arrieta. That reminds me, who the fuck is our third baseman now? Jessica. Okay. He played a little. He got 277 last season. His overall isn't reflective of a solid player, but he'd be the only guy in our starting lineup that's not an 80 overall, besides Yamada, who probably will be an 80 pretty soon. So, still pretty solid all-around ability. Now with Arrieta and Ohtani probably going to be in the high 80s by next year, and Fujinami should be getting better as well. I am going to move him to the MLB real quick, just so that's over with. This team should be at least playoff potential, I'm hoping. Never signed Arrieta before. This might be a really good move, might be a really bad move. We're going to find out soon. Worst case scenario, that's awesome trade value. So, no way you can really go wrong with getting a guy like that on your team. So yeah, I'm liking the way this team looks. I'm going to see you guys about rookie draft time of next year. Remember, we have the 4th overall pick, so hopefully we can get a pretty solid prospect there. And I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, guys, here we are at draft time. This year, we are at 24-34, so not really any better of a season. But we do have the 4th overall pick, and I'm really upset. Oh, shit, because Machado's the guy I wanted to get here with the 3rd overall pick. Did they really have to get Machado? I'll probably end up trading for this guy because I think he's really good, this third baseman. His stats are fucking awesome. But if we're trying to get the best guy... I didn't do any scouting, I'll be honest. I didn't do any scouting. With the 4th pick, I knew that we'd be able to get a solid player with a blue chip. And so we'll probably go with this closer right here, this Uribe guy. Yes, get him. I also was able to get a trade for one of the top prospects in the league. This guy right here, Rodrigo Irizarry. He was the first pick in last year's rookie player draft. And, well, we have him in the starting rotation. Looks like he's struggling quite a bit. But regardless, I'm really happy to have him on the team. If he develops the way that he should with how high he was in the top 50 prospect ranking, we could see him being a high 90s overall pitcher alongside Ohtani, which would be something I'm really, hoping for. Salvador Perez fractured his hand. Hosmer, how's he doing? Bad 298, I like it. So yeah, outside of that, we'll figure everything else out. But we got some more talent, potential talent at least, and then hopefully we can get that third baseman that was drafted just before us. Hopefully we can get him as well. So if we're able to do that, I see a whole lot of young talent on this team, and hopefully Arrieta can start stepping it up a little bit and lead this talent somewhere. But hopefully we make the playoffs this year. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. I'm hoping that's what we do. But right now it's not looking too good, but we'll figure it out. Okay, guys, here we are in the last game of the season. We're currently at an 82-79 record. So sadly, that's obviously not going to be good enough to put us in playoff contention. We're going to finish 82-80. We're third in our division. What would it be? 8 games out, and then 8 games out of a wild card spot as well. So just didn't play good enough. Simply enough. Arrieta still finished off great for us. Let's see. Lineup wise, Lorenzo came back 294, 19 homers, 67 RBIs. What I was really happy about was this DH, or this guy that we got out of the free agency class last year. Look at all of his stats. They're going up like plus 10, plus 9, plus 8, plus 7. Went up to an 83 overall, and his potential went up as well. You can tell by the green triangle there in the top left corner. And he was an all-star as a rookie, so he did phenomenal. I believe he would have been a rookie, right? Yeah, he's a rookie. Eric Hosmer did pretty damn good too. Jorge Soler did great. Salvador Perez probably could have done better. But I know he was injured a good amount of the season, so he's only able to play 111 games. So 22 home runs in 111 games, still pretty damn good. Hunter Dozier was able to get a lot better, which I was most happy about. Finally developing a little bit more into that A potential that we're looking forward to seeing. Alex Gordon, he's starting to decline a little bit, it looks like. So with his contract, we may be looking to trade him pretty soon. Yamada went up to an 80 overall. I don't see him getting much better from that point on, but still a pretty decent second baseman. And then Alcides Escobar struggled too. So still, I'm liking the look of this team, and I like our pitching a lot. Ohtani and Irizarry both went to a 91 overall. Fujinami is not getting that much better, sadly, and then Duffy's struggling as well. And Fujinami, that's just an awful season. But with Ohtani and Irizarry both at 91, only getting better, and Arrieta to lead the pack a little bit there at a 97 overall. I can see all three of these guys being like high 90s overalls in the next year, and then hopefully we can get some more talent here in the starting pitcher position. I see a lot of talent here in the future for us. So yeah, no, I'm really excited to see how this team can do, and yeah, we'll just we'll see how this postseason works out. Let's see real quick. Yeah, we did make the playoffs. Blah 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 blah. Cubs defeat the Red Sox in the World Series. Few retired players. Any big names? No, our top-notch rookie, that second baseman that we have with a ton of potential, retired because of a dislocated ankle. Dude, this is supposed to be our future second baseman too. He was supposed to pass up Yamada by like next year. Look at his overall was good. His potential was really high. Dude, that sucks so much ass. Damn. Any other crazy ones? Most of these ones make sense. These guys are a little bit older. That sucks though. That sucks so bad. Damn. So now we got to re-sign all these big name guys. Most of these guys are pretty young, so I'm looking forward to the youth of this team. And then we'll figure it out from there. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, guys, here we are in the free agent market, and I don't know. There's not a ton of talent in this year's free agency, but a few big names definitely. Matt Harvey's one guy that's standing out to me because, you know, he had that major injury and he came back really weak, but now he's at 89 overall. So he reignited the potential that he had. Asking for about $20 million a year, I would try offering that. Because this is like accidentally turned into like a pitching rebuild. We do definitely need some better pitcher or better relieving. So I'll try getting those guys. Then we have a solid catcher, obviously. You have a solid first baseman. It's not really a weak position for us. Like, there really isn't. You can't really go wrong with Machado, but we've gotten him so many rebuilds, and it looks like he's actually not playing that good. So we're not going to worry about getting him. What I wanted to do was trade Alex Gordon, because he's only getting worse, and it's not really worth keeping him around. Let's just see. Is there any trade finder things that would give me something I actually enjoy looking at? Well, let's see if we can get a few solid relievers for him, actually. The tough part is this part of the year. Yeah, a lot of players don't have their... A lot of teams don't have their guys signed yet. So it's tough finding a trade. I actually like this guy. He looks pretty good. 80 overall with B potential. We'll see if we can get him. If we got Gordon, we package a... Don't want to package that good of a prospect, though. Sure. This is Jake Jr. He's already 26, so he's only a 70 overall. So, yeah, I'm fine with doing that. That's primarily just get rid of Alex Gordon's contract. I need to emphasize that. I mean, obviously now we have to figure out left field a little bit more, but we'll always find a way to figure something out there. Might make a trade pretty soon. Looks like we have the money to afford a lot of these guys. Never mind. Somehow out of nowhere. Oh, we lost the money because we signed Trevor Rosenthal. So we don't have enough for Manny Machado right now, but Rosenthal is a 90 overall reliever, so that's pretty dope. So our bullpen's gonna be a lot better. Plus the other reliever we got and the talent we got in the relieving. I mean, our relieving side of things is looking really good now. But still, I would love to get Matt Harvey and add him to this roster. So who, if we're looking at budget, who's expendable right now? Danny Duffy's, yeah, and Kennedy, honestly. Both those guys are pretty expendable. Yeah, Kennedy's not even good enough to be a starting anymore. So if we go to prospects, most of these guys are usually pretty cheap. I guess all third baseman. A potential closer. Okay. Yeah, sure. That was an easy trade. Now we got those contracts off our books. Oh, this is the guy we drafted. I forgot to sign him. Yeah, we're going to add him to the team. Any other guys that the other teams forgot to sign? Now that I realize that there's sometimes some prospects in here, I'm going to need to check that out. These guys aren't good enough. No big ones this time. But yeah, we're going to need to get this Henry Uribe guy back. That's kind of... We'll give him some BS contract because no way I'm letting him slip through my hand. Even if he does, I'll just trade for him and get some BS. Because I just forgot to sign him. I was so in the middle of rebuilding that I totally forgot to sign him back. So we'll get Matt Harvey. We're by far the most interesting contract for him, based off that top left or top right thingy majig. So we got Uribe, sweet, and we got Matt Harvey, awesome. That's probably the majority of our money, I'm assuming. But still, if we look at our team now, Arrieta, Rosario, Ohtani, Harvey, and I mean, this is a crazy ass bullpen, like crazy bullpen. I mean, not bullpen, starting rotation. This is a crazy bullpen too. And we got two crazy come up closers. So if these guys keep getting better, I mean, Herrera's probably out of the job pretty soon. Then we got some potential at a few different positions. We got Franco and Escobar that we can use for some trade value. Arturo, we got Bonifacio. I mean, Arturo's getting better really quick, but I want to keep him because he's getting better so quickly. Oh, we can just move this guy to left field, so it's no biggie. Yeah, I'll need a trip then. He's at 86 overall when you move him to left field. So he's actually one of our better players already, so I'm really glad we picked him up. That's really cool. Then we could probably have Franco probably be our DH. It's not really a very talented DH, not a very good hitter, but we'll figure something out for DH, I'm sure. Either way, our pitching's phenomenal, and we have so many top 50 prospects on this team. A AAA roster just within itself has 5, it looks like. Catcher, a few pitchers. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this team. I'll see you guys about mid-season of next season, and we'll just keep on working, keep pushing, and try to get this team Just a little bit better year by year. Right now, I'm really liking it though. Okay, guys, we're at midseason, sitting at a 48-40 record. This is probably the best rotation I've ever put together. I mean, we got 3 guys. Looks like Matt Harvey. Matt Harvey's out, yeah. Broken arm. God damn it, Harvey. You and that arm, I swear. You just cannot catch a break. Who's our team draft? Oh shit, they drafted some dope-ass players. They got one really good closer. We already have some solid closers too, so that's cool. But Irizarry, that guy's crazy. I mean, this is just a crazy team pitching wise. Look at these guys, these 4 guys, especially when Harvey comes back. That'll be awesome. I love our bullpen too. Rosenthal and Estevez, Joakim Soria, Matt Strom, Brian Flynn. I mean, just overall wise, this team is crazy. Then we got these 2 prospects here that are obviously on the come up. Getting a lot better there in AAA. Both of them have like high 90s potential, I'm pretty sure. So I'm really excited to see that all pan out. Salvador Perez here. A little bit on a cold streak though, you can see. Eric Hosmer, we got, I mean, this team's looking really good. 100, oh! He keeps getting, he's a 90 overall now. I like that. Shortstop. Wander Franco's back up. Luis Artero's at 89 overall now. Looks like he keeps getting better. Batting 283, 20 home runs. I'm loving it. Lorenzo Cain. Batting 297, 11 home runs, 33 RBIs, 25 stolen bases as well. Doing a great job. And Jorge Soler up's doing 84 overall. Batting 306. You can see right here, 11 home runs. So, I mean, everybody's doing good. I think as a whole, we'd be doing a little bit better than 48-40. 4 games out of our division, and we're tied for the wild card spot. So I can see us doing a little bit better. But I'm sure we'll hit our stride pretty soon. So I'll see you guys once we reach the postseason. And hopefully, we'll be one of those teams that are in the postseason. Okay, guys, we finished the season at 86-76, and we didn't make the playoffs. We actually were doing pretty bad. We made a great push here towards the end of the season, winning 6 here, then lost one, then won 5 in a row. So we won 11 of 12 games, then lost the last one, but even that wasn't enough. We were 2 games out of a playoff spot, which is just weird because our team is really good, at least on paper. I don't know. I mean, we just got to keep on pushing. The good news is that means 1 more year, and we still have all this talent, so I'm excited to see what all this can translate to. And a lot of trade potential. We have a lot of trade potential. I can already see it. So, I mean, worst case scenario, we might just have to revamp this roster and get a few more guys to make our team a little bit more top-heavy. But we'll figure it out. Let's send the postseason and see who wins all that. Red Sox defeat the Nationals in the World Series. In terms of retirees, any weird ones? Looking primarily for the injuries, seeing if any weird injuries occur. Nope, looks like everything seemed pretty normal there. So I'm going to need to re-sign all these guys real quick. Most of them should be pretty cheap because they're a bit younger. But we'll figure it all out. I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, guys, here we are in free agency. And I have to be honest about one thing, and that's that we are about as broke as a joke right now. If I go to budget, there's not really any players that are like getting severely overpaid, I don't think. Like maybe get rid of Herrera, open up $5 million, and then after that point, it's like I don't want to get rid of Arrieta, Harvey, or Hosmer, or Perez. So, I think so far we've done a pretty good job of making sure that the salary matches the player's ability. So I don't think we've been overpaying or underpaying anybody. So I feel pretty good about all this. I think we're just fine. I mean, we got kind of lucky. We got a few guys who are really good who are paying like no money at all because they're just so young. So if anything, we're actually doing really good on contract. So I'm just gonna sim the off season and not worry about that. And then I'll see you guys about mid season of next season, where we should be, you know, one of the best teams in the league. And if we're not, we have enough trade potential to at least guarantee that we're one of the top teams in the league. So I'll see you guys about mid season next season, and we'll see what we want to do from that point. Okay, guys, I don't know if we have the money to do this, but I was just looking around, looking at our team, and if you guys recall, the biggest issue in our lineup, I mean, our lineup's pretty stacked, but we don't really have a DH that's all that talented. None of these guys can really hit the ball. But if we go to free agency, I mean, there's a couple of guys who know how to hit a baseball. We got Ryan Braun. Joe Cabrera actually knows how to hit a ball. Neil Walker's not a bad hitter. Melky Cabrera knows how to hit a ball. I'm thinking we go with Ryan Braun. 1-year contract for about $5 million. How you feel about that? How you feel about... Damn. Greedy motherfucker. Either way, we're going to get him. So he'll be our DH. I'm assuming that's how our team's going to set it up. Yes, now we have Ryan Braun at DH. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling that a little bit more than Chester Kuth, whatever his name. I'm feeling this team. I'm definitely feeling this team. But we're gonna go to midseason, and we'll see how things are going. I don't know. I'm expecting some big things out of this team this year, definitely. But like I said, worst case scenario, we'll just have to make some moves at the trade deadline and improve our team that way. But we'll figure it out, and I'll see you guys about midseason. Okay, guys, we're at midseason at 49-40, pretty similar to last season. We actually started off like ridiculous, and then it kind of went downhill a little bit. But damn, if we're trying to get this team even more stacked, like, fuck, I ain't against doing that. Arietta is declining big time. He really is. If we're looking at stats, who's struggling? Jorge Soler is struggling a little bit. Nobody's batting actually exceptionally well. Everybody's batting kind of shitty besides Lorenzo Cain. Pitching wise here, Azari's doing pretty good. Otani's doing alright. Harvey's doing really good. Aria's doing pretty awful. Fujinami's doing good though. Bullpen wise, everybody in our bullpen's killing it besides Rosenthal, who's playing pretty shitty. I don't know, man. I wonder what we can get for Arietta. It looks like we can get a lot of shit. We can get Craig Kimbrell, who's a 99 overall closer. That'd be nice. Benintendi, damn. That'd be a nice pickup. Budgetary constraints, really. Damn. That'd be a nice player, though, for sure. I mean, the main thing is, do I want to trade him for another pitcher? Or do I want to get let's see which guys are killing the most. Or do I want to get a hitter out of it? That's the main thing. Irizarry, based off WAR, is the best pitcher in the league right now. Matt Harvey is 3rd. Otani is 6th. So we have 3 of the 6 best pitchers here, it appears, in the American League. How about... And now Madison Bumgarner's just... Oh, he's just shitting on people. Damn. 11-3, the 1.2. So he's physically, like, taking a dump on the league right now. What can we do to get him? Because he is just fucking crazy this year. I mean, I'll package Arietta if I have to. Like I said when I got him, I mean, worst case scenario is trade value. And yep, he's definitely enough trade value for him, for Bumgarner. We had a top 50 prospect, and boom, we got Bumgarner now. Damn, this team is fucking crazy. Like, this team is literally fucking crazy. How about hitting? Let's just... We had so much trade potential on this team. We ran this really well. I gotta give myself props. This went really well for us. This Tyler Naquin guy looks pretty damn good. Looks like he's killing it this year. Obviously, I wouldn't mind putting Chow in the mix. Him with Harper. AJ Pollock is a good player. Tyler Naquin probably the easiest of those 3 guys to get, I would say, by far. I don't know if he'd be able to maintain that same level of success for us, but you know, it's not a huge risk. So if we try to get him, what would we be looking to give in return? Got a top 50 prospect center fielder that we picked up. I like Arturo, though. I don't know if I really want to give him up. I'd Wander Franco, another top 50 prospect. Ooh, and we're almost there. There we go. Okay. So we have another star player out there. And that should help the team a little bit. I don't have to go another year after this, but I'll do it if I need to because how good this team is. But I'll see you guys at the postseason. We should be one of those teams competing, and we'll figure it out from there. Okay, guys, we finished the season at 87-75. I think that's just one game better than last season, but luckily, just came to happen in our favor that we did still make the playoffs with this record. By one, we made it by one game. So I don't know why shit's been so crazy for us, why things have been so difficult for us. But we're in the playoffs, and I think once we're in the playoffs, that's kind of where. Oh, what the fuck did Bumgarner get? Oh my goodness. We traded so much for him, and then he fucking tears his or messes his arm up. So we got Irizarry won Cy Young, Eric Thames won MVP. Crazy enough, he had an awesome year. Tyler Naquin won the batting title, so he still did great for us. Also won the Hank Aaron Award. Don't know how he didn't win MVP then. That's a bit weird. Gold Glove for Salvador Perez. Yeah, I mean, it was a good season for us. Now we just got to win against the Mariners. That's the big thing. But this is where we should be dominating because we have a dominant pitching group. But we still should be fine without Bumgarner, hopefully. And we'll be okay. Right there, we're going to win 3-2. We actually just scored in the 10th inning. So shit got a little bit crazy right there. Good pitching game, though, for Irizarry. Remember, he's the Cy Young. So now Ohtani on the mound. We're going to win game 1, lose game 2, win game 3, lose game 4. Kind of seems to be the trend of things. Usually win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. Seems to always happen to me in the playoffs. Luckily, we have Ohtani on the mound once again, though. So here we go with the closeout game. Okay, yeah, we'll win game 5, 9-2. I'll be honest, I'm not stressing that much about this team because I feel like, well, like I said, I felt like once we made the playoffs, that's kind of when it became game over for most teams that we played. Just because our pitching is so good. It just seems odd to me if we didn't succeed with this pitching staff. Even though Bumgarner's out, which sucks because that would make shit a lot easier for us. But we got to play against some adversity. And damn, we lose 3 in a row. That's adversity right there. Yeah, we're going to get fucking swept in the ALCS against the Yankees. And the Yankees don't even go on to win. It ends up being a New York World Series. The Yankees don't even end up winning it. The Mets almost swept everybody. They won the wild card game, then went 3-0 against the Dodgers, 4-0 against the Marlins, and 4-1 against the Yankees. So, damn, the fucking Mets did ridiculous. So, okay, then we're going one last season. One more. We didn't have Bumgarner. That's my excuse. We're going one more season, though. It's no more than that. This team we all know is rebuilt, but we're going one more season at most, and we'll figure it out. So, I'll see you guys. After I do this, we're going to have no money, so I'll just see you guys at midseason next season where I'm going to bring back the same team. But we better be winning some games. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, guys, season just ended, and we are sitting at 96-66. We already clinched the playoffs, but in order to make our life a little bit easier, we have a chance to play the Indians in a one-game elimination. Not really elimination game, but game to see if you have to play an elimination game in the wild card. Which I would like to do, because the Yankees beat us last time. And remember, the Yankees swept us. It's not something I want to talk about, but after the Yankees made the World Series, they actually made a move to make their team even better by getting, I went the wrong direction, but by getting this guy right here. You'll see as soon as I click on the team, Clayton Kershaw. Now they have Aaron Judge as a 97 overall. Starlin Castro somehow went to a 94. This guy, Orlando Arcia, is now a 91. Aroldis Chapman, Clint Frazier. This guy they drafted, this is a real life guy. This might be a real life guy. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Maybe though. Kershaw, Luis Severino, Aaron Judge, Greg Burr. I mean, this team is crazy good. Austin Meadows. They just got all kinds of the top prospects in the league and just packed them together. But we don't have to worry about that. We end up beating the Indians 7-2 with Bumgarner on the mound. I like that. So now our pitching staff going into the playoffs is Irizarry, Shohei Ohtani, Bumgarner, and Harvey. So I'm not overly concerned. MVP, Rodrigo Irizarry. Cy Young, Rodrigo Irizarry. I love it. Ohtani just being the Gold Glove. Salvador Perez, Gold Glove again. So let's look at the stats for the season. Irizarry went 19-6 with a 2.31 ERA and a .99 WHIP. That's crazy. Ohtani went 16-6 with a 2.56 ERA and a 1.12 WHIP. Bumgarner went 14-8 with a 2.41 ERA and a 1.08 WHIP. Matt Harvey went 14-6 with a 2. These are all all 4 of these guys are like Cy Young Award finalists probably. Which not even to do that crazy, but you don't really have to when you have those guys. There should be a way that you can switch it back to regular season because those guys are probably so high in the pitching war. But regular season, Naquin batted 275, 27 home runs, 66 RBIs, not bad. Malik Smith, why is this guy hitting? Who cares? He batted 289, so maybe that's why. Hunter Dozier batted 252 with 37 home runs. So the batting average isn't there, but he's got the power. Eric Hosmer batted 282 with 35 home runs, 119 RBIs. Jorge Soler batted 270, 29 home runs, 80 RBIs. Salvador Perez batted 251 with 16 home runs, 57 RBIs. Luis Artero batted 246, 22 home runs, 74 RBIs. Yamada batted 247, 15 home runs, 63 RBIs, and Escobar batted 244. So nobody actually even showed out that big, but they're all like consistently pretty damn good players. So that's what we're looking at. So now it's the actual playoff time against Yankees first round. We won game 1, win game 2, so we actually beat. That's probably Kershaw in game 1, right? But Kershaw killed us. He went 7 innings. I don't know. That was Severino. He went 7 innings, a 1-run ball. But then we lit up their bullpen. How about this? They still didn't have Kershaw on the mound. Did Kershaw get injured too? Then what the hell? He didn't get injured, so I don't know why he didn't. Oh, he probably pitched the fucking wild card game for them. So he was tired, so we don't have to play him till this game. Yep, Bumgarner versus Kershaw, and we're gonna win that. Mad Bum and Kershaw. That's an awesome playoff matchup. I would pay tickets for that. I don't care where it's at. I would find a way to watch that game. That's so cool. Now we're going against Boston, so the AL East is our rival. And oh, holy shit, we're down 1-3. Okay, that's not good. Yeah, we need to figure this one out. Okay, we'll win game 5, 6-3. We'll win game 6, 3-2. Come on, Bumgarner versus David Price. A matchup of lefties once again. Price isn't quite as good as Kershaw. And we'll win 8-3. Okay, we're going to come back from 3-1. The Red Sox blew a 3-1 lead. I swear, throughout the whole rebuild I've been doing, it feels like I keep making teams blow 3-1 leads. It's crazy. But now we're going up against the Chicago Cubs. We'll win game 1, win game 2, win game 3. And the last rebuild I did, we were up 3-0 in the final or in the World Series. Ended up going to 6 games. So I'm not playing around with this. Luckily, we're at home the next 2 games, so hopefully that makes our life a little bit easier. So I'll load into the game. I'll see you guys once we're in the menu, and yeah, we'll figure this all out. I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, guys, here we are, game 4 of the World Series. Royals lead 3-0 going into Kauffman Stadium. Here we go. There's the Cubs manager. So originally we were supposed to have Matt Harvey on the mound, but I switched it out and put Irizarry because he had full energy anyways, and I was like, I mean, we have a chance to sweep, and we have the back-to-back Cy Young winner and MVP winner for this year. Yeah, we'll put him on the mound. Maybe I shouldn't have put him on the mound. What the fuck is this? You have 3 runs, really? Well, okay, we're gonna come right back and get 2 runs. And get all 3 of them. What the and 4, okay. What the hell? We had 3 home runs that inning. A double, a single, another run, a pop out, a walk, a single, another run scores, sac fly, another run scores. So now we're up 7-3. Okay, this is a very high scoring game, isn't it? Oh god. We might not let Irizarry pitch all that much that game or this game. He's not dominating like I was hoping he would. Double play, I like that. There we go. Way to work out of that. Single, strikeout, walk, pitch and change. Okay. Double play. They're gonna get out of that inning. Strikeout, fly out, and single. Okay, there we go. An error. Okay, Jorge Soler fly out. Salvador Perez, fielder's choice. Lorenzo Cain, another single, first and third. But Yamada won't do anything there. So a double, a strikeout, a fly out, a 2-run home. Okay, yeah, now it's time for a pitch and change. Remember, we have crazy ass bullpen pitchers. Looks like Uribe and Rosenthal are tired though, so I don't want to save Chauncey Bryan for later in the game. Do I trust Strom? I guess I'll trust Strom. And he will strike him out. Okay, sweet. Ground out, single, double. Okay, nothing going there. So a strikeout, a fly out, and a strikeout. There we go. Fly out, a strikeout. So we haven't done anything since the second inning, but we just scored so many runs that didn't end up being a big deal. They got some righties coming up, so I want to put in a righty. Put in Estevez. Oh no, the run's going to score. A walk. Estevez. No, Estevez, you need to chill, dog. So now we're down 8-7. A walk. A fly out. Come on, Yamada. A single. There we go. Pop out. No, Naquin, come on. No, come on. Line out. Ground out. Ground out. So now we have the middle of our lineup coming up. Let's go. Pop out. Strike. Come on, Hosmer. Solo home run by Hosmer in the bottom of the ninth. A double by Soler. Should we come in this game with a chance to win it? I think we need to. I definitely think we need to. Salvador Perez coming up to bat. Oh, that's crazy. Hosmer hits a game-tying home run there in the bottom of the ninth. Let's go, Salvador. 2 outs. The chance to win at our home stadium is the real exciting part. Let's see. Oh, solid sinker there. I respect it. Back-to-back pretty solid pitches. The 0-2 count's not looking too good right here. All we gotta do is connect on one pitch, though. And this series is over. Was that pitch? Oh, a great play by their shortstop may have just saved them the World Series. Absolutely phenomenal play. I gotta give it to him. Strikeout. Single. Another single. Okay, pitch and change again. They got righties coming up, so we'll put in... Ooh, I don't know who to put in. Do I trust Fujinami enough? I don't know if I do. We'll put in Matt Harvey for a couple pitches. Fly out, okay. Strikeout, there we go. So now, do I just come in and bat each and every single time? I guess I'll do that. Unless we give up the lead. I think that this is the time where I probably need to come in and start playing. Not chasing that curveball. Yeah, just one great pitch here. Or one bad pitch is what I should say. One great hit is really the ideal situation for us, obviously. You just put one over those outfield walls and this game's over. Damn, but nope, another nice swing on the ball, but the shortstop's going to be there. Another nice play there, throwing it on to first. Nothing going there. So now we have Tetsuya Yamada up to bat. Yamada's one of the few OGs on the team. Guy who's been here the whole time. I think the only other guys that I recall being here the whole time are obviously Hosmer and Perez. Both those pitches could have been cracked. But I wasn't expecting an off speed on either one, so I was a little bit off timing. Right there, though, another pitch that probably could have been driven, but Yamada doesn't put the best contact on it. Grounds out there to second baseman. I thought that was Javier Baez, but we'll see. We're so many years in that you never really know anymore. But now with Alcides Escobar up to bat. Come on. Oh, there we go. A nice swing on the ball back up the middle. Now we have a runner on first with 2 outs. So let's see. Now we have Tyler Naquin up to bat, a guy we traded for, who almost won the MVP last season, didn't get it, but he got like almost every other accolade you can get. Oh, and he cracked that ball. He destroyed that ball. Tyler Naquin has just won the World Series on a walk-off 2-run home run. Okay, running those bases would be the greatest feeling of your life. You see the championship trophy, that was in the little emblem out there in center field. You see the fireworks in left field on the walk. That's such a cool feeling, probably. Another walk-off home run for the World Series. Look how excited everyone is. That's awesome. That's just an awesome, awesome scene right there. Just threw one bad pitch there with 2 outs, and Naquin put the barrel of his bat on it. We traded for him for a reason. His bat, like, it looked like it glitched out right when he swung, but whatever. I mean, it worked. Absolutely destroyed that ball right there over that right center field wall. Even though that ball landed, I think that was Lorenzo Kane on first base. He probably would have gotten home anyways, but just a phenomenal swing there by Naquin. And the final score of this game, I believe, will be 10-8. But we can't give it all to him. I mean, recall there's 8 other runs that were scored prior to that. Hosmer getting that solo home run in the 9th inning was really a game changer. So it was a lot more than just one player in this game. In fact, Luis Artero appears to be the one who wins player of the game for this one. You see Yamato's happy, got Eric Hosmer. It's funny that, why is the cinematography focused around Yamato, who's like the worst position player on our team? But you see everybody right there. You can just see everybody. That's really cool. Able to get a sweep for, I believe, the first time in the World Series. I don't think I've swept a team yet. And we finally finished this rebuild with the Royals. I've been doing this for about 2 hours now. Happy to finally call it quits and say that we were able to be successful this one. I was really happy with the way this team panned out. That was the big reason I just kept on going and going and going, just because I was having a lot of fun with it. And certainly I hope that you guys did as well. So if you did, please click the like button below. It certainly shows me your guys' support, and it does me a huge favor in terms of increasing the outreach to other new possible viewers. Also, comment your opinion of the series and what you think of it down below. And lastly, subscribe if you haven't already, to stay tuned to this series and other series I got going on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next rebuild or in the next episode. Peace out.